One of the common misconceptions with us as an organization is because we're an investor, a lot of what people's mindsets is that we aggregate capital and we invest capital and then we're passive along the way. And it's actually the complete opposite. Yes, we aggregate capital and we invest capital, but we get so deep into the management and execution of these projects with our development partners. It started with certain major financial decisions many years ago, and today we find ourselves sitting in discussions on architect selection and suite layouts and construction managers and sales and marketing and logo design and all these things that at the end of the day, because of the insight that we have, our partners feel we can add value in these processes. And because we have such a great relationship with these organizations that they want us involved. And at the end of the day, we essentially become co-manager of these development, adding value along the way where we can see inefficiencies and where we can bring the expertise from other projects, other experiences to our development partners.
I think that it's paramount in our role that we're the gatekeepers of our investors' capital. We take it very seriously, and certain levels of return, certain things have to be achieved in order for us to even invest our investors' money. Our job, once we have invested the money, is to actively manage the projects and affect the results that we want.
I think that while we take an incredible amount of time to select the right execution partner in any of the developments that we do, as it's paramount to its success, the second part of that equation is really, introducing our team into the equation and how we get involved on a day-to-day basis with our partner, our team, and how we augment the process. So it's not enough for us to be passive. We really want to be involved on a day-to-day basis and add value not only to the development, but to the investors that we represent. It's a very unique role that we play, a day-to-day role, but at the same time looking at the development through the lens of an investor. And that's something that I think we've done well for a number of years and look to continue to do.
Our experience with so many of the top-tier developers in our marketplace is paramount in proceeding down a learning curve and seeing best practices across different developers. We're able to draw on past experience and learn how different groups, all very successful, all for different reasons, what they do. Being able to sit down at a boardroom table across our developers and talk to them about the last 5 launches that we did. We're probably looking for more construction loans, more land loans, having more launches, going through more approvals and making more applications than even some of the biggest developers in all the country throughout the year. With upwards of 65 projects, you don't forget what you learned on one and you bring that to the table and that experience when you're looking at the next. And I think that our partners value that and recognize that. One of the things about real estate development is experience does matter. So having an understanding of how to navigate this process, which is extremely complicated at times and extremely difficult, is an asset. The other asset, I would say, is that as much as things are repetitive, no 2 projects are the same. And as a result, you need to be able to think on your feet, to understand when a risk's presented or an opportunity presents itself. You need to act quickly, you need to be nimble. And while that's often challenging, that's what I think that we actually do best.